to my channel, Pretty Pastel Pastries. Now for today's tutorial, I have this super easy and cute DIY Easter kit, perfect for the little ones to enjoy and to decorate for this Easter. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So first up, let's talk about our tools and a few decorations we're going to be using for this lovely box. So here we have our heat sealer, which I'll explain how to use throughout this video. We're also going to need a few clear treat baggies. These are perfect, so you can find any size that you guys would like. I'll go ahead and link it down below in my description box. We also have these very cute little chocolates that I made previously. We're going to need some candy. Today I'll be using some pastel M&Ms. We also have here some non-perils in the color pink. And we also have these really cute custom sprinkles that I have shown in a previous video. And lastly, our measuring spoon. So first up on our list, we're going to start filling up our clear baggies with our sprinkles and our M&Ms. So I'm going to use my measuring spoon and I'm going to measure out exactly 2 tablespoons and I'm going to add it inside of my clear baggie. So now that this is ready, let's put it through a heat sealer. So you want to make sure it's a little bit above the sprinkles or the M&Ms. You don't want it to be super close to the M&Ms. So I'm just going to position this right on top of that brown part. And you're going to just like close it down using that little lever, and mine is set to 3.5 seconds. That just means like you can adjust it to how many seconds you want it to remain hot on top of the product that you're choosing to put it over with. So I just have mine at 3.5 and that is the perfect amount of time for it to just heat seal, and as you guys can see, nothing fell off. It was perfect, and I really recommend you guys to try this out if you probably do some type of treats like this or want to do the specific box. This just makes like your box look a little bit more professional as opposed to using some twist ties or a bow to close it off, you know? It just lasts you a little bit longer and it makes sure nothing comes inside of the product. Now for our sprinkles, I just added inside 1 tablespoon, but you're more than welcome to add as many tablespoons as you would like. And you can use any other kind of sprinkles that you have on hand as well. So this is totally customizable. You can make it as vibrant and as colorful as you guys would like and play around with the sprinkles and the candy melts that you guys can add inside of this box. So now that we heat sealed all of our decorations, all there is left to do is just run this through a really nice and neat cutter. I'm not too sure what this one's called, but I found it at Micheals craft store. You can also use a pair of scissors, but I tried doing that and it didn't come out super straight, so this was my option and it came out really good. So now we're going to get started on placing our candy melts inside of my favorite piping bags. So today I have the brand Sweet Tooth Berry Meltables in the color orange and bright pink. Again, you can use any kind of color you guys would like. Micheals is stocked with like so many colors. I'm sure you're gonna find the ones that draw your attention the most. So those were the ones that I just loved so much, so I'm going to use that one today. So to make it super easy, I'm just going to cup my piping bag over my silicone cup, and I'm just going to add inside about this much. I'll show you exactly how much I added inside. You can add a little bit more or even a little bit less and use different colors too. There's so many options. Now I'm just going to kind of twist it and pull it back a little bit. I don't want to heat seal this because you're going to want to take this out and microwave it in a different cup. So I'm just going to leave it open and just make sure you do twist it well. So for today's candy melts, I'm going to use almond bark. I found this one at my local Walmart. So all I'm going to do is dip my strawberries. We're also going to make our Easter egg mold and a few chocolate covered Oreos. So for the strawberries, I've already inserted my toothpick, so I'm just going to make sure you grab all the leaves, and we're going to dip this down as far as you guys would like. Now as soon as we have this dipped, we're going to lift up and shake off the excess. So all I'm going to do is place this here on my silicone mat and let this air dry at room temperature until our chocolate completely hardens. And I'm going to repeat this process throughout the rest of our strawberries, and we'll be right back. So next up, we're going to start on our egg mold. Now this was my first time ever trying a 3-part mold from Micheals craft store, and I really highly recommend this one. It's from the brand Celebrate It, and overall I really loved it. It was super sturdy and I had no issues with it. So for this 3-part mold, there is this line guide where it tells you exactly how much chocolate to add inside. So I'm just going to see where that line is, and we're going to add inside our chocolate. Now you can also outline the outside of this mold with some Sharpie. I kind of had a little bit of trouble seeing it, but I didn't have a Sharpie at hand. So you always have that option if you're going to make a lot of different molds. That'd be amazing. So just like that, we're going to add in now our second piece. So the flexible piece, we're going to place this right on top in the center and just press it down a little bit. Then we're going to take our back piece and we're going to press that down in the back and in the front as well. So just like that, we have our mold done. We're going to place this in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 10 to 12 minutes, and we'll be right back. Now we're also going to make some chocolate covered Oreos. So here I have my chocolate again. Make sure it is the correct consistency. And we're going to add half of the amount of that Oreo mold with our chocolate. So just make sure it's about half. Then we're going to tap on our countertop to just take off some of those extra air bubbles. You don't want there to be too many air bubbles because then there will be a couple holes either at the bottom or at the top. So make sure to tap it. Then we're going to take our Oreo cookie and place this directly in the center. We're going to press it down, but don't press it down too much because then you will see the cookie as soon as you release the mold. So just make sure you don't press it all the way down. Now to finalize the back, we're going to add a small amount of chocolate and just kind of move this around with your spatula. This will also be going inside of our refrigerator or the freezer for about 10 to 12 minutes. So now we're ready to release our egg mold. So we're going to hold it from the second piece. So hold it in the corner and lift up the third piece. And just like that, releases easy. Now we're going to take off that flexible piece very carefully. And just like that, we have our egg mold here, which was super easy to make. Now if by any chance it does not want to remove out of its casing, that just means it needs a little bit more time. So leave it in there for about 3 to 4 more minutes and then try again. So all we have left to do is to place our strawberries, Oreos, breakable egg, and decorations inside of our pastry box here. Now at the bottom, I'm going to add some pink confetti, and I did find this specific bag at Micheals craft store. So for underneath your breakable egg, you can place any kind of candies you guys will like inside. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to leave this one empty, but feel free to put anything you guys will like inside. So lastly, we're going to add our wooden mallet to the outside of our box. So we're going to tie our tool all the way around this box. Then we're going to make sure nothing falls off during transportation. So we're going to tie some really tight knots here. So in the corner of our box, we're going to do one tie. Then we're going to tie it again over the top of the mallet. And we're going to finish this off with a bow and a really cute sticker. Now I also highly recommend you include a small piece of paper with instructions on how to melt the candy melts, etc. And I'll make sure to leave a small sample on my community tab on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye guys, have a lovely day!